Morning. I'm waiting for people to come in. It's 12 o'clock. Should I say good afternoon? It's 12 o'clock. So I'm going to get started in about 15 seconds, just as soon as everybody gets in, and then I'll tell you exactly what's going on. You're muted right now. So if you're trying to talk to me, I won't be able to hear you, but you do have a Q&A. And I have Ethan here who is helping out with the webinar, so he can keep an eye on that for me in case I missed something. Okay, great. 15 seconds is up. All right, welcome to the webinar. My name is Laureen Zarba. I'm the Technology Training Manager, and I'm very excited to be here with you today for the Wednesday webinar on MLS tools and free services that you get as a member. So a lot of people, a lot of the agents don't know what they get. So I'm going to go through this. It's only an hour, pretty quickly. It's a demonstration, so you get a feel for some of the things that are available to you. It is recorded like every Wednesday webinar. So this way you get a copy of the recording in case you missed anything. Sounds good. I think I covered everything. Remember, you are muted so that if you have questions, you have to put it in the Q&A. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get started because I do have a lot of things to show you. Right now, you'll see that I'm in the One Key corporate site. If you haven't visited this site, you really should take advantage of some of the information and help that's available to you. So it's onekeymlsny.com, okay? The NY is making it a corporate site. You can see that the Stratus login is over here, so you can actually log into your Stratus here. But today you're here for all the wonderful free technology benefits that you get as a member. So we're going to go right into it. And so I am in the One Key site, and I'm going to products and services. And way down at the bottom is your free MLS benefits. So let's click on that. This is a great way for you to see the names of them. And a lot of them you might know. You might have taken a course on some of this, like Remind, Instanet, RPR. And then we have some other ones down here that you might not know of. So I'm going to cover as much as I can in 1 hour. So again, I am Laureen Zarba, in case you missed my introduction, and I'm here to show you all the wonderful free benefits that you get as a member of the One Key MLS. So I'm in the One Key MLS site. It has an NY in it. Here it is, onekeymlsny.com. If you want to take advantage of all the wonderful resources here. All right, I'm going to start with the first one and just get started. Here's Remind, okay? Remind, again, these are all free for you to use. You have the Remind Pro account. So as the Stratus users that are all here for this webinar, you will get it from the resources tab in Stratus. So all of these benefits that I'm showing you are accessible through the resources tab. So I'm showing you Remind first. So I'll be jumping from Stratus back to that One Key site so that you can kind of see where this is coming from. So Remind, if somebody asks me, how do I get new listings? Or do I have any kind of prospecting tools? And this is the program for that. I think that's always the question. Which program should I use for what? So Remind is really for getting new leads, getting some listings. They've upgraded you to Remind Pro, which gives you more advantage of some of the details in here. So I'm going to go right into it, into search. Now, what am I searching for? You can search for the One Key listings in here. You can search for off the markets. You can search for any status change. But for us, for this little demo that I'm showing you, we're going to be doing the public record so that we're looking for new listings. Okay, that's the objective when we're using this program for today. So I'm going to put a town in. So I clicked on the search tab, and we're going to click in. I'm using West Islip today. So West Islip will pop up, and we can click on that. And it's pulling up everything. So in the corner, I have over 9,000 results. So I got on the market, off the markets, all kinds of things. So we want to refine this with filters. And on the right side, you'll see whatever is in this list is coming up. So I have some active listings that are coming up mixed in with a whole bunch of other things. And it's outlined on my map. So one of the things that really makes this the public record detail, so important and so valuable for you, is these layers on the side. We can click on property values and target certain types of properties. Instead of sending mailings out to every single person, you might be looking for distressed properties. You might be looking for people who own homes that do not have any mortgage anymore, or they lived in their house over 20 years, things like that. So this way you can target certain areas for mailings and things that you can do to try to get some listings. So in this case, I'm doing property value. I'm going to skip some. I'm just going to show you some of these that are here. Home equity. So home equity came up over here. If you want to see which homes have certain amounts of equity. Ownership type. I'm picking one of these, 20 years or more. So I'm targeting any homeowners in West Islip in that area that have been in the home over 20 years. That's your ownership time. And scroll down if you're in here, because you might miss some things. They have a sell score, which is probably, they say 50% accurate. I'm not saying this is accurate because mine always says likely to sell, not likely to sell. So you can probably use this with other types of filters in here. Any absentee homeowners, or maybe they are, or they do occupy the properties, you have this ability. So depending upon your business and what you're looking, what kind of clients you're looking to target or listings, whatever the case may be, you'll have a whole bunch of things in here. Flood zone risk, building type. I'm going to do single family. So I'm applying a few filters as I go, trying to show you as much as we have here. Mortgage age. So this one, if they don't have a mortgage, I can click on that. So as I'm putting the filters in, the number up here is going down. So I still have over 8,000. Well, what happens if I do 20 plus years and apply? We'll see how my number went down to 366. I don't know if you can see that number over on the right side. Cash buyers, distressed properties, really cool things for you to easily filter out the types of properties that you're looking for. I have 214. I think I want to make this a little bit smaller for this demonstration. Let's say the last sale price. They sold it for 250 or 250 to 500. Or you can type in your own. Excuse me. Okay, then we press apply. All right, now I'm down to 93. Okay, that's more manageable. All right, so what do we do with this? I want to do off the markets too. So we're going to click on off market. And on the right side, very interesting, these are public records. So if I click on this public record, I want to show you the detail that you get with this information. You would get listing detail if this was a listing. I could create a CMA, I could print. Let me go through this a little faster than I'm going. Market value, property history, mortgage information, valuation models, and here owners and associated people. If they have contact information, it does come up. It's not always perfect, but I pull up my own house, like it comes up with the people that live in the homes, and it has whether or not they have phone numbers. Let's see, this one has 2. Do not call means you can't call, but we do have an email here. So you're getting details like that for properties. When you get a list, you want to put this in a cart so then we can do something with it. So I am going to take all of this and look at the list. I'll show you what it looks like. There's a map view. It might be on the right side of your screen that you might miss. And then you have a list view. So you add all the properties to a cart, okay? And then you give it a name. Okay, I already have it, so I'm going to do it on the side. My carts are over here. So if you take a look at my carts, I have West Islip, I have distressed properties, I have no mortgage information, different lists of people or property owners, I should say. So in West Islip, I'll do East Islip for this. 6 properties, which is good. I can click on the list and export them to Excel. So I'll just say Islip for this one. which is such a great thing because you're going to get all the fields with this and you can just manipulate what you're looking for. So we give you the property information, the mortgage information, the homeowner's information, their emails and all of that. It's going to download as a CSV file into Excel. You can also go to more and print mailing labels. Really simple to do if you have some postcards that you're ready to mail out or letters. We usually use the property address, the property owner, but you can change it to current resident. These are free for you to use, and you can get mailing labels to a certain target, okay, in your area. Like these are here. Let me go back. And one more thing before I move on, and there's so much more to show you, but they have this option for sending mailers. Now, if I wanted to do mailers to this group, it is going to cost you money. Okay. Doesn't look like a lot of money, but if you didn't have a mailing campaign, it's like a template. So it's going to tell me that 6 mailers are costing me $4.44. And then you kind of go through the template and you choose a design if you want spring in here or you want a holiday greeting. That you would upload your logo in here and you have your mailings and they'll mail them out for you. Okay, so that's kind of a cool thing that they have in here. So that's a little taste of Remine. It is your prospecting tool, sending out mailers, downloading to Excel to create like some kind of a sphere of influence, or using these mailer features. There will be classes coming up on that. I have some classes coming up on Remine in person and in Zoom, so keep your eye on that. All right, the next thing that we're going to look at is Instinet. Okay, Instinet is something that you really should know. We should know. It's free for you to use. This is our online form and transaction electronic signature program. Okay, you probably have heard of it, especially during the pandemic. It was something that everybody wanted to learn. So you have this available. It's sometimes called Transaction Desk, Instinet, Lone Wolf owns it. And you might have had a course on this, but this is a program that's available for you as well. So let me show you that. It's located in the resources tab and it's way at the top, called Instinet. We do have classes on this. We have recorded webinars. I'll show you where to get help in here. So in here, you have all your free MLS forms, you have unlimited storage, and you have free electronic signatures where you can send out a listing packet and have your homeowner sign them electronically. So in the program, and again, this is just a demo. Let's go down to the forms. And I'll show you some of the forms that we have in the One Key MLS forms. Just about all your forms are in here. You can upload other things in case you need them in your business. So we were using the COVID form. That was another one we showed how to upload. But in here, I'll show you one of the new ones. Well, we have the fair housing. I want to show you that, but oh, there's something else down here. The residential property data section, Stratus Upload. Well, that's a mouthful. We had this before where you could upload into a listing in Stratus. So exciting that we now have it back again. So you need the Stratus Upload, not only for residential, you also have it for condos and co-ops, you have it for rentals and commercial. So let me find one. Here's my demo. Show you this. Just so you know you have it. This is now, I forgot, 8 pages long. It's a pretty long document. Most of what's on your listings when you put in listings in Stratus is on this form. So the form has asterisks just like listings do. So you fill out your forms with all the detail, take it to the homeowner's house with you, bring it on your computer, whatever you want to do. Of course, you can fill these out as you go. And once you have it filled out, you can upload. There's a button up here it says upload listing. It goes in as a worksheet. It's not actually a listing. So I don't think you listed your house and now it's out there for everybody to see. It's in add edit as like a draft. And then this way you're not typing all this again. So I love that we used to have it. We finally got that back. So that is available in here as well. Let me go back out to the form. So I'm clicking on the sidebar here. That's how you navigate. And I want to show you how to quickly do electronic signature, which has changed about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks now in here. So let me show you what the new one looks like. This is the disclosure for fair housing. So that I'm going to open that folder. If I wanted a brand new form, I click on the plus, but I have one in here that already is filled out. So we're going to use this one. Okay, let me just keep my eye on the time. I'm good. All right, so this one has been filled out. I put my name in and I put in 2 sellers, Vincent and Fran Seller. Okay, it's you. Now we're going to have them electronically sign this. But of course you'd have a listing packet that you would send out, but for time's sake, we're just going to do one. You get this toolbar at the top here where you can save and print all the basic functions. And way around the right is your pen. Now just know that the signing part of this program is called AuthentiSign. You see it says it as I pointed to it, new AuthentiSign. It's not DocuSign. This is free for you to use. DocuSign will cost you money. These are all free, plus it's all part of this. So let's send this out as signing. Since it's free, you can start practicing this. Now I'm going to click on the signing, which is the pen on the top. And what it does is it loads up my form. Okay, so here it is. If you're familiar with this and you had the 1, 2, 3, 4, which I've been teaching forever, you now have a different look, but it is not difficult. On the right side says signers, documents, and tools. They're little boxes. So the signers, let me put them in. I got 2. I'll do this as fast as I can. I'm going to add a new signer. If you have them in the contacts, you can just pull them up from there and just show you how to add somebody in here. I have Vincent Seller. And make sure you have their email address. In this case, I'm just putting myself in because this is practice. And here's something to keep in mind, role important. If they're the seller or the buyer, is this the listing agent? Who is this? It's going to automatically put in the signing blocks for you. If we scroll down, there are other things in here. So the signers can choose a font. They can draw their signature or they can pick an image. I'm going to press save. I leave everything checked. Just leave it all checked. And then you would put in if there's a second signer. So I'm going to do one more. And that's Fran Seller. Okay, add a new one. And then you put in Fran Seller. So it's really not hard. I know if you know the program, nobody likes change, but now here's a thing to keep in mind. You can put the same email, but you don't have to. Okay. They can have separate emails. It doesn't matter. It's going to take either one. Seller. Okay. All good. Save. Now let's check this out. Just put them in and it already will put in the signing blocks for me. See? And the dates. It does it for me because I put them in as sellers. You do have these tools that you can click on over here. And you know, if I say I needed them to initial something here and something here, I can drag these. They also incorporated the signing fields here, which are really helpful. If you have a document that's not fillable, you can draw text boxes and so on and so on. All right, so they're not going to, we'll just leave this here for now. So those are the tools. And when you're ready to go, you just press next and then you send them out. And what happens is they pick their font. They agree to a disclosure that protects you legally, that they signed it. And then it comes back to you automatically. Very cool. If you haven't checked that out, it's one of your greatest benefits here. So take advantage of Instanet. I'm going to conclude with this part here, the transactions. This is what your business is all about, these property transactions, and you can create them. You can put all the people involved, all your documents involved, all of your forms involved, and send out the packets through there. So keep your eye out for webinars. I'll show you where those are and any training if you don't know how to use this. So that's Instanet. Okay, I'm doing good because I tend to like to teach you. So I know this is a demo. All right, I'm back in the One Key site and I'm trying to keep on course here. And the other one is such a great benefit too. It's RPR. I'm sure you've heard about it, or you probably took a class or you're using it, whatever the case is. It's the Realtor Property Resource owned by NAR, the National Association of Realtors. And what does this program do? You know, and that's the question I get for a lot of things. Which one do I use? Which one does this? Which one does that? So RPR is also located in the resources part of Stratus. And I'm going to click on that. So the way I explain RPR, it is a national website. So you can search throughout the country. Okay, it's not just for our one MLS. It's all participating MLSs in the country, and you could search for listings. You can search for public records. Fantastic public record detail, great CMAs. It's all for reporting. It's not for emailing or texting listings to your buyer, but you can change, you can create these cool reports and send those out. So again, this is something you've probably seen. We have a lot of classes on this, and they have a lot of helpful webinars. So just to give you some idea, I have some recent work in here. So let me click on that. Oh, here are the reports. Let me show you that first. So these are the reports you can generate. You can do property reports, mini property reports, great for buyers, great for sellers. Gives you a lot of detail about the property. Seller's report is a comprehensive CMA. Awesome, very involved, comprehensive, impressive CMA. And then you have like flyers, neighborhood reports, and they have a whole bunch of details. If you're a residential person, they have residential information and reports for those agents that work with commercial. So let me just show you a couple of things that I created in my work and just for time's sake. Here's a property flyer, something simple, but it just, you know what, it's something different. It's nice. I pulled up a listing in Sands Point, beautiful. Of course, I picked a really nice one. You put a headline, I put Paradise is here. Yeah, it is here. Then I'm down here at the bottom with my picture, branding. This information can be printed, emailed, and RPR does have an app. So it's a Realtor Property Resource app, and you can text these reports from there. You can't text from the desktop version. You can text from the app. So that's an example of that. This is a mini property report that you can generate. Now these can be done for listings, or you can put your own house in here and generate a report. Okay, you're branded again with the information. It's giving you a price, it's giving you property details, pictures, flood zone reports, if that has something to do with it, heat maps, all kinds of information to educate you and to share with your consumers, okay? So those are some of the reports. Let me do one more thing in here. I'm really a one more thing person. You take my class and I always say, oh, I have one more thing to show you. So let's go to the home tab here for a second. Let me close this because you tend to open up. Okay, it's frozen. All right, since it's frozen, I'll just show you a seller's report. This is the CMA. I have too many things open. This is the seller's report for a house. It's actually my father's house there. And then where the details. I did a CMA on his property and I refined the value. That's probably the part that I think is so valuable, is that if they redid their kitchen, how much does it put the price of the house up? Or they need a new roof, how much does the price of the property go down? Things like that. So this is a program you definitely want to use. Again, it's not just for our area, it's for the whole country. So you can put an address in, do a CMA for it, or get some property details in using RPR. Okay, let me close some of these windows I have open here. Now let me look at the Q&A. I have a couple questions. I have only listening mode, no speaker. Listening mode. No, I'm sorry, Nita, you are on mute when you take these, okay? Whenever you take the webinars, you're on mute. Internet question. How do you remove all old buyers and sellers' names that are saved in the forms? For example, I'm filling out a new offer and there are names that are previous transactions filled there to autofill. How do I erase them? Marjorie, how are you doing that? If you're pulling up new forms, make sure you're pressing a plus to get the new forms. Otherwise, it's auto-filling. If you're using a transaction, whoever you type in will go to the forms automatically. You might be using an old transaction over and over again. And then a lot of questions from Anita. Eileen, can we find active listings out of state? Yes, you can. You can find active listings out of state. Use RPR. You can put in Naples, Florida, okay? You can put in condos. There's a filter in there if you want to do that. So or you can just put an address. Like my brother was looking in North Carolina and it wasn't for, he just wanted to see what the property looked like. You can do that. So RPR, great resources for finding listings throughout the country. Also for using public records and creating these analytical statistical reports that give you an amazing amount of information. Okay, Remind more of a prospecting tool. And then Instanet is our online form and transaction program. Remember, this is being recorded, so you don't have to remember everything. Hopefully I covered just about everything you need. All right, I'm moving on. So these are the big ones, okay? Remind, Instant, RPR. Now, here are some other ones. This is really cool. This is down payment resource. We just got this as a benefit, brand new, probably the newest benefit that you have. I do have an info graphic here to help you with this. Now, it's called DPR for short, down payment resource information. And it's going to hook your listings on, I'll show you where the little tag is, if they're eligible for down payment assistance programs, and it will guide you into whether or not they can get assistance. So some of them, it kind of looks like this. It's like a little dollar sign on my listings, but consider the buyer, family resources. First-time buyers haven't owned a home in 3 years. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Okay, first-time home buyer. If I haven't owned a house in 3 years, I'm a first-time home buyer, according to the consider community helpers. Really great. I just learned about it, so you guys really go into it. There are on the corporate site here, they have recordings because the company seems to be really helpful. So you can click on learn more here, or you can click on, let me go back to, is this frozen too? No, not frozen. I was just in the wrong place. You never know when you're working from home. Here it is here. Down payment help is available. Learn more. And there are other places for the recordings. So let me just jump to Stratus for a second and grab a listing. Yeah, there's got to be one here on these listings. So at the beginning, do you see these little tags at the beginning here? Or if I open the listing, it might be easier to see. Find down payment help. So now this is new. We never had this before. This particular condo might, the homeowner, the buyer might be eligible for down payment assistance. Just know it's there. That's what I know about it. So a really cool thing. All of these things make you more knowledgeable and enhance your business. So I encourage you to take advantage of some of this stuff, not all of it. All right, where am I? All right, I'm back here. So I'm going to the One Key site as I guide you through, and then I jump to Stratus to show you how to pull this up. Showing time we've had for a very long time. You might not know that because you might be a new agent. Showing time, you activate, and really easy to do. Activate, and you can do it for one listing, all your listings, or the entire office, which I think the broker has to do. And what it does is it puts the information on your listing. So if somebody requests a showing on my phone, I get an alert that they want a showing, or maybe we don't do showings on Mondays because the homeowner is not available or the agent's not available. So you can put that detail in. So you can learn more by clicking on showing time, or if I click into my resources tab, you go back in here to resources in Stratus. It's the second one down. I'm always looking around because they're not in alphabetical order, but you know, they're in here. Showing time is right here. And then I can activate it for maybe it's just one MLS number, whatever it is. It's just a great way and a really professional way for you guys to get notices that somebody wants a showing instead of them calling you up on the phone. Anyway, that's showing time. All right, I have some questions here. Let me take a look at that. Can we find listings in Manhattan or Brooklyn? Yes, you can. So you could search. Well, that's Stratus though, but you're here for products and services. It's a Stratus class. You just go into your Manhattan or Brooklyn County, you get all the listings that we have on our MLS. Can you search an entire county? That's Stratus too. Yes, you can. Of course. Eileen, great. We like great. Would you please send me a recording? The recording, everybody's going to get a copy of the recording for any Wednesday webinar. Okay. All righty. I think I answered most of those questions. So moving on. Remember, this is a demonstration of all the free member benefits that you get. So I'm kind of going through them quickly, but a lot of them you don't know you have already. Now, InfoSparks is not for us here. Okay? This is for the Hagar area, the Hudson Gateway area. They use that. We have something else. So we're not going to talk about that. List track. If you have listings, you know, and when I'm teaching a class, I would say click on list track and see your listings, because list track will show you how many hits you're getting for your listings, any inquiries that you're getting, and where the hits are coming from. Did you know that? So a very cool thing just to see the activity. Now, our market right now is just a whole different market. But when it becomes a market where it's more steady, where the homeowner still wants more for their house, but their house isn't selling, we could see they're probably not getting a lot of inquiries and hits because it's probably overpriced. But this is a different market, as we know. So List Track is available again in the resources tab in Stratus. It's somewhere else. A lot of these things are in another place in Stratus too, but I'm sticking to one location. And it's down here, List Track. Now, I'm not an agent. I don't have any cool listings to show you, but I'll just show you the platform. In here, you'll have your listings. It'll tell you how many inquiries. Most of them are probably coming from Zillow, if you look. And you can, like I said, I have no listings. When you click on your listings, you could have it automatically send your homeowner, your seller, a seller's report and statistics on what's happening. Isn't that kind of cool? Anytime they like something, you know, they always like to hear from you. Send them stuff like this. So you can send out a seller's report. Really easy to use. This is not a difficult thing. You click on List Track, click around, you can kind of figure it out. It's just kind of telling you the activity that is occurring as far as your listings are concerned. So that's called List Track. So take a look at that today. All right. Okay, moving on. I skipped HomeSnap, but because I'm going to show it to you in just a couple of minutes, I figured let me show you the other programs first, and then we'll go to HomeSnap. ListHub, we've had that one for a while too. ListHub is a listing syndication, which means that the broker activates the account for ListHub. And let me show you this. I think this gives you some information. If I click here and I visit ListHub. Okay, so it is a it's a listing. I think I skipped something before. Okay, so in here, they can, your listings can get more exposure if they pick certain sites to have your listings on. Otherwise, they're not on these listings. But it's up to the broker to do that. So if that's something that you want to find out, your broker activated it, they activate, they can pick one of these sites, they can pick 10 of these sites, they can pick all of these sites. whatever the case is. So it just gives your listings more exposure through List Hub, which is the listing syndication program. That's what they call it. And we've had that one for a while. So let me close all of this. Any questions on that? All right. Okay, I was just looking at the questions. Really cool stuff, isn't it? Really amazing. Okay, let me come down here. Now, Re-Technology is something that you get, and all you do is, it's a subscription, like a magazine in a way, only it's on, it's technology. If you put your email in, again, it's free. This is all free for you to use, and it will just generate any kind of information on new tools and technology, webinars that are coming up, anything to keep you in the know on what is happening, because technology is changing and constantly changing. So to be on top of what is happening in real estate technology, you just go in here. Again, that's in resources, and you can just put in your email and sign up for it. Again, free, okay? Everything I'm showing you is free. All right, let's go into, let me just give you a second to ask me some questions. We don't have chat activated in here, so let me, you guys have any questions on any of those programs? No, Michelle, no, List Hub does not cost the broker any money. It's free. Okay, but they're the ones that have to initiate it so that your listings go to some of these sites, even if it's just one site. Maybe there's some site that you want your listings to go to. So that is free. Any other questions? Nope. All right, I think I got all of these. I'm going to take a minute to show you HomeSnap, and then we're going to end with the market report generator. HomeSnap, is one of my favorite apps that you have available to you. I'm always showing it in my class. I'm always encouraging the agents to get HomeSnap. So as part of this demo, I'm going to show you how to get HomeSnap on your phones and how to use it. I'll show you some of the highlights that are available through HomeSnap. HomeSnap app, again, HomeSnap Pro is free for you. There is an upgrade. We're not going to go over the upgrade HomeSnap Pro Plus, but this is a nationwide app, so you can take it with you when you're traveling out of state, wherever you want to go. Really cool, fun things, informative information using HomeSnap. Now, I am going to stop sharing because I have to go onto my phone because I really want to show you the app. So I go in this way, and then I share a different way. Okay. So you can see my phone. Hold on a second. It's like Reflector. Okay, you can answer. You could put some questions in while I'm installing. It's only going to take me a few seconds. I got this down now. Okay, you should be able to see my phone. Okay, see my phone there? Now I have an iPhone, but this works on any device, Android device, iPhone, either one. What you do is you go to your App Store, your Google Play Store, if you have an Android, and then you're going to put in, when you search, and hopefully you know your password, is HomeSnap. We used to put HomeSnap Pro in, just put HomeSnap in, and then click on HomeSnap. And it's usually the second one. Whenever I'm showing installations of apps, it just seems to be the second one. It looks like this. Okay, this is the brand. Can everybody see this? Ethan, can you see my screen? If you're still with me? I just want to make sure that they can see my screen. I think he's not here. Yeah, HomeSnap is free. It's just somebody type in the chat if you can see it. Yes, we can see it. Thank you. In all my experience, I've taught classes where they couldn't see my screen and I didn't know it because they couldn't say anything. All right, so this is the app. Just keep this in mind. This app has to identify you as an MLS member. So it's going to ask you what MLS you are associated with, which is one key. And then it's going to send you a verification code and all of this. So don't do it now because I really want to show you some of the cool highlights. Some of you might have it already. So get it on your phones. I already have it. So I'm going to just press open. This is what it looks like. See it right here? This is what HomeSnap looks like. So again, you can use this for listings. You can use this for public records. You can use this at estate. You can do a CMA. It has a safety timer. I mean, I can't think of anything it doesn't have. It just has so many features. So put your location services on when you're working in here, and I'll show you my favorite things. Here's near me over here. So they just changed this. I checked it before the webinar, and these used to be balloons, and now they look like diamonds. These green diamonds, which I used to call balloons, are on the market. This is me, this circle right here. So when you click on, say you're traveling, you're going into the city, or maybe you're going to Florida, or maybe you're going to California, or maybe going to Pennsylvania, wherever you're going. When you click on near me, this telescopy thing, it's going to pull up the listings by you. So these purple ones are open houses. You can get off the markets, but we'll just stick with some simple stuff here. So this house here is for sale really close to me, 649. This one, now I'm just clicking on the map, and I'm clicking these with my finger. This one is really close to me, and it's 469. So let's just look at a listing. So this listing comes up. It has 10 photos. I can click on the photos up here, and I want to scroll down. I want to show you the safety timer because I think this really, it adds something to this app way before safety timers were a thing. If you are within 2,000 feet of the property, you have the safety timer will come up and you can activate it. So if you're showing a property by yourself, we always talk about don't do that, but you will anyway, probably. You can attach it to your contacts on your phone. So there's my husband and my son and my daughter that I pressed add here, and I add them in. And then I could start the timer. And if I feel like I am in distress or threatened in any way, I can click that red button, see that there? And it will contact them up on my exact location on where I am. So again, really cool. You will not see this unless you're 2,000 feet near a house. So you can activate this when you get out of your car and you're by the property and you pull up the listing. So that is, let me turn this off. It really does work. Rapid CMA, another cool thing I like, but let's look at a listing. It's been on the market 34 days. Here is the listing agent. I can contact the listing agent right now if I want to. Here's the listing details. Make sure that when you install the app that you're in as an agent. On the bottom, it should say pro agent. Otherwise, you're in as a consumer and you won't get all this cool confidential data. So that's what you want. That's why you're a member. You get all this other stuff. Then you come down, you get more listing details, school information, property lines, similar listings. All right, let me click that off. Here is an open house coming up Sunday. It's supposed to be a nice weekend. So I'll have these purple ones. But not only that, I can go up to the top and I can put in, I use Naples. It's easy to spell, Naples, Florida, because I'm looking for, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I might be looking for, I spelled it wrong. Naples, Florida. See how it comes up? Comes up sometimes. So let me click on that. So all the listings in Naples, Florida come up. But I don't want all of those. I only want a condo. Up here is a filter you can do. You can go to filters, and then I could set my filter for, let me just go to all homes here. No, I don't want all homes. I want property type. Here it is. And I want, even if you don't remember what I'm doing, you have an idea. Wow, that does that. And to see these, you click on list. So these circles over here are really important. So now I can see all of them. And they're in the order of the newest first. I can sort them by the least expensive, if that's your case, right? So you can get listings like that. Now let me go back to near me. Probably, I love doing all of that, but probably one of my favorite things is I can get public records. So these little dots down here are all my neighbors. I could find out what their public records are. Another really great thing. I'm gonna keep my eye on the clock here. Looking good. So you can come in here and you can search by the magnifying glass. You can search by the map. You just drag around anywhere in the country. Here's for rent up here, if that's something you're looking for. Let me click back on near me. I have a filter, so make sure you remember to clear that. That number 1 is telling me. I'm gonna go to reset because there's no condos by me. Here we go. I could draw a circle. I only want to look in that area for properties. I did that with my finger, and I can go to list and see them all. So easy. And my favorite thing, if you've been in my class, you know this, is the camera in the corner. Oh my gosh, just love this. It activates your camera from your phone. So can you see the camera up there? So if I click on my camera, I can take, now this is my computer, but I can take a picture of a listing. Maybe I see a house for sale and I want to get the listing details and I don't want to go all the way home because I'm walking. I can take a picture of it and get the listing details, or I can take a picture of any house and get the public records. So let me take a picture of the house across the street. This is what I usually do. Hold on. So I'm going to go over here. On my way though, because I'm home today. And I'm going to take a picture of my neighbor's house. It's not for sale, but check it out. I got his public record. Okay, just by taking this picture. So I get, this is a public record value. Of course, you can't. I took it through a screen. Obviously, you can see, but then I can see what he bought it for, who sold him the house. This is the homeowner's name. He's owned it for 2.8 years. Wow, he's owned it that long already. The estimated value. Isn't this amazing? Just by taking a picture of the property through the app. So highlight, and let me show you my last highlight is the Rapid CMA. Do I have a house here? Which one do I usually use? Yeah, I'll just use my neighbor's house. Not on the market. There's so much more to it. I can, but this kind of gives you some kind of excitement and interest. You can see why I'm so excited about this app is you have a Rapid CMA. Now, this is not an RPR CMA. This is a Rapid CMA, and that's exactly what it is. This house has 3 bedrooms. It actually has 4 bedrooms. So it's not comprehensive and it has 2 baths. So let me just fix that. And what you do is you pick 3 houses on the market near this house and 3 sold, and it puts the CMA together. Next. Now don't pick them too far away. That's too far away. You see the miles there? I'll pick this one. Oops. I'll pick this one and this one. And then I press next. And then I pick 3 solds or pendings, whichever come up. I'm doing this fast for you guys. Sorry, I'm missing the circle. And you can email it from here. Now, if you also can text it. Let me just create the CMA and just show you. I think it's about 50 pages. And what did it take me? A minute? So you put an address in, click, scroll down, CMA, 3 on the market, 3 off the market, and boom, you're going to have a CMA. What it's going to, again, not comprehensive. It's going to give you, my pictures in here. It's going to give you, this is 54 pages. Can you believe it? At the end of the CMA, it gives you a price range because we don't really know what the property looks like inside. It's just giving you an idea. Anyway, those are my highlights on, let me see what it says. Don't get dizzy. Don't look. Close your eyes for a second. Okay. I'm getting to the bottom of the, oh my gosh. Here it is finally. Yep, that's about right. This is because this is my neighborhood. Yeah, actually my street. That's about right for that. Cool, right? And I can text it if I want to, right down here. All right, so that is HomeSnap. Any questions on HomeSnap before I get out of this app? Yes, can I get, you can't get public records for co-ops because they don't actually own, there's not the building might has the public record. But you can get it for condos, yes, just put the address in, okay? You get the public record. Or take your app, this weekend is supposed to be nice, get it installed, make sure that you have all, here, let me close this and go back to where I was. I'm gonna stop sharing this for a second. And start taking pictures of properties in there. Anything else? Did I miss anybody's question? No. Wasn't that fun? HomeSnap, make sure you get that. All right, so that is for wherever you go. Okay, you can use it for public records. You can take a picture of the property. You can find listings. You have an aunt that's looking to move to Florida. You can see what's available in certain areas. It's a great, it's called MLS on the go. That's really what it is. Now let me show you where you can get help with a lot of these things. And I have to show you the market report generator before you go, so don't go yet. I am still in the One Key corporate site, which I want you to visit. Now in the resources tab, there's a help center. There's videos, webinars, and documents you can print. Okay, they have a lot of things, any rules that change, things like that. They always have really informative information for you. For us though, you're here to see all the free benefits, tools, actually technology tools, that's what you're here for, in the video part. So I went to resources, help, instructional videos. Now, there's a lot of videos on some of the things I showed you, but go way down to the bottom of this screen. And there's videos on every single thing I showed you. You see this? All of this. This is Instanet. View videos, RPR, view videos, showing time, view videos, and on each one. It's kind of hidden down there. So you were going to go to the top part. You're going to go to the help center, videos, whoop, way down to the bottom. And that is available for you to help you with that. And there's a lot of other cool things here too. So I'm kind of going through that fast. Whew, a lot of stuff, right? All right, one more thing before you go. And remember, I told you, I'm always a one more thing person, but I do have one more thing to show you. And that is okay, let me go back to products and services, free MLS benefits is the market report generator. Again, we've had that one for a while, but if you haven't seen this, oh my God, this really makes you look like a professional. This is created by our MLS, so it's generating all the real-time information on what's happening in your market. And let me just show you, it's just easy to show you. Let me generate the report. We have it off the info center in Stratus too, and in resource tabs, we have it everywhere. You might have seen it in a class, or maybe you have never seen it. So if I want to put a town in, I'm going to put Massapequa in. Massapequa, I'm going to click that. I could put a school district in if I want. It's going to give me houses, condos, and co-ops. Okay, cool. I'm not changing that. If you don't have condos and co-ops in your town, it just won't come up with anything. So you can refine your search here, but I'm leaving it. I want to do a medium price report from Massapequa. That's a middle. That's the one the professionals look at. That's what the consumers look at, medium price. Now your name will not automatically be here. So add your name. Make sure that you do. Okay. Oh, look at that. It auto-filled it. I work for LIBOR and the MLS, so I'll just leave it blank. And then you generate the report. All I did was put a town in. Okay, and my name. So come down, because this is where it's going to be. This is a beautiful presentation for you to use in a CMA or in a buyer presentation. You can use it for buyers as well. And it gives you 3 types of charts. You got your column chart here, what's happening from this year and what happened all the way back each year. Look, it's still growing. Blue is this year. Then you get a table of percentage of change. And we are still in the positive in Massapequa. So check out your area and see what it's doing. It pulls in the last full month. So this is on, they're on top of this. So as soon as June is finished, which it isn't, thank goodness. We don't want to go too fast, the weather. June will pop in here. So it keeps up to date. So 10.5% of change since last year. And this right here, you don't even have to explain this. It's a gradual increase. Now, what can you do with this? You can print it, you can download it, but look at this. You can put it on your social media page. So you can be the market expert in your market area because you'll be branded at the bottom. Because your name will be at the bottom. I could put on Facebook, Twitter, and I don't even know how many sites are available here, but you know, maybe beginning every month or something, you do a market report, or you want to put it in your CMA or your listing presentation. The market report generator, we've had it for a while. I think it's a fantastic tool for you guys to use just to be the market expert because it's all MLS data. Okay, it's not a third party. You're getting it all right from them. They're the ones who created this. You good with that? Want me to do another one? I can't hear you, but I'm thinking yes. Let's put in Long Beach. Long Beach. Long Beach, okay? And then I just generate the report. Wow, I knew they were doing well. Yep, look at this increase as we go. But you know, over the years, things change. You know, if you're a new agent, it doesn't always stay like this. We don't want to have a hurricane, but that could change the market, things like that. It changes, but right now it really is unbelievable. Because sometimes for a few years they were in the negative when I would pull this. I didn't want to even show anybody, but we need to know what the market's doing. Right now, it's a positive change from last year. Market report generator, take advantage of that. That is located, it's in here, market report generator, but it's also in the info center over here on the right side, market report generator. I think they got it in like 3 different places. So that is my presentation on your free benefits. I do, as you know, I'm a technology instructor. I'm a teacher by trade. I've been teaching for LIBOR for 20 years now. So to keep an eye on some of the courses that we have here. We also have a support center in Stratus that links you to some of our videos and webinars as well. But definitely visit the One Key site and get started with some of these free tools. Okay, any questions? I'm going to take one last peek and then I'm going to let you go. The sun is shining here. I hope it's nice by you. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully I see you in class. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Eileen. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for coming, sharing. I hope you picked up a few tidbits here. All right, I'm going to end with that. Everybody have a nice day.